as veterans, military veterans, have a deep camaraderie between the branches. So we wanted a place, or we wanted a group where we could all get together and help the community, help the school and the outlying community.
Going to the Army is like going to college. You're leaving home, you're going to a new place, and you don't know anyone there. You don't feel comfortable. The same thing actually happens when you leave the service. You feel you've made connections with the people you served with, and when you leave, you feel like you're leaving home, you're going to a new place, and those people aren't there to support you anymore.
CCP started in the 60s, and of course after the returning veterans from Vietnam went back to school, they started their own club, and at the time it was called the Veterans Association. There was a lapse after the 70s where there was no club activity between the veterans and CCP. And it wasn't until 2000, I want to say 2006, I broached the subject of starting up the club again with the amount of returning veterans coming back from Afghanistan and Iraq.
Being a part of the Veterans Club and just the support we're getting from the Veterans Office here has been tremendous. I find it interesting that they don't have other places like this at other schools. I think this should be a part of the natural fabric of higher learning.
Coming to places like the Student Veterans Club or the Veteran Service Office, it helps connecting with people who understand where you're coming from and who've already come across the obstacles you're about to come across.
Organizations like the Veterans Club really help to reassure me and reassure veterans that you do have the bond. You can still maintain the bond, the camaraderie that you had while you're in service when you get out.
The same services that are offered, potentially a registration or financial aid, that same service can be given to you here if you're a veteran. I guess you kind of cut out of a lot of the time of waiting in line or trying to get advice on what forms you need to fill out and how to fill them out. Every veteran should know that in a lot of our educational institutions, especially in CCP, there are networks of veterans there waiting for them to help them cope with the first steps they need to take in order to get back into the flow of society.